do me a favor and watch this video.
Men need to toughen up, and I think if men were forced to be homeless, they would learn how to be better men. That's what made men manly in the past, was having to build houses and stuff. If we just made men be homeless for like a year, I think it would fix a lot of problems.
That would be so good, especially because we don't force men to do military anymore like it used to. Make them homeless for a year. Let's see how they fucking
make them just figure it out, and make them homeless in a country where they don't know the language, and that way they really have to go through something, and then maybe they can like
be appreciative.
And this is why podcast equipment needs to be regulated. Men are forced to be homeless. We live in a capitalist hellscape. I know that you think men hold all the power, but that's like 1% of them, and the rest of them are considered disposable. Think about how many homeless men you have passed on the street in your life, and you want there to be more of them? I'm sorry, 105 million homeless men isn't enough for you? You're describing masculinity as who can suffer the most while complaining the least. Men, please use discernment with your demon time, because we cannot be given women like these sons.
That's crazy, isn't it? You see, the irony is that if there's anybody that's supposed to be homeless, it should be these two women. If you're looking at it from gender, it should be women, right? Technically speaking. But the analogy is because men are no longer building houses, and men are no longer doing difficult things because men have become soft. Men should be forced to be homeless. That's a very weird thing, because the last time I checked, yes, men have become soft. Certain amount of men have become soft. But a majority of women have become way softer. So in theory, women should be forced to be homeless by high theory, right? Because women have become more softer. They become more entitled. They feel that they deserve more things. They deserve way more money. They want to be able to rule the house, but they want a man to take care of all their bills. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to do anything because they're independent. They don't need a man. But at the same time, they want a man to pay their gas bills. They have never been honest. And Nida also mentioned that most of these women don't know how to build for shit. They don't know how to make anything. They've never built a house. They don't even know what building a house entails. They're going out on OnlyFans to make quick money. They've never really done any form of hard labor like their grandmothers used to do. So I think women have become lazy. Way more lazy than men, because men still build. Men are still building houses. All this infrastructure is still built by men. Not by women, by men. So I don't consider men as lazy. I think men have still remained pretty much hardworking for the most part. But I think women, I believe that since women have become more lazy, I see women have become less capable of handling difficult things like their grandmothers and women of the past. I think women should be forced to be homeless. I think women should be put on the street. So they have to learn that in order for them to have a free house, free water, free heating, all these things that they disregard, even free washrooms, they should be forced to be homeless. And until they learn to build the houses, they shouldn't be allowed back into society that has been manufactured by men and the hard work of men. Now, clearly, you see how stupid that sounds? Because it's a stupid idea. Women shouldn't be forced to be homeless. Men shouldn't be forced to be homeless either. But, it's funny how misandry can just roll all around social media and roll all around the internet because it's allowed to, because the algorithm is fostering such bad behavior. But misogyny all of a sudden gets flagged. And I would argue that misandry is way more, because women just open their mouth and expose themselves, like this woman over here. But if anybody's supposed to be homeless, it's not supposed to be women, it's not supposed to be men, it's supposed to be these two dumb-ass bitches. They're supposed to be thrown into the wilderness with just one cup of water for each of them to share, because they deserve it. So they can understand that they also don't know how to build a house, and they also are weak pussies. Anyway, guys, that's all I got to say today, and I'll see you guys later.